evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live on the LI Sports Network at the Northwell Health Ice Center, getting ready for the second matchup of the weekend between the Quinnipiac University Brave and the Farmingdale State College Rams. A massive M2 matchup here in the ACHA with rankings coming out November 5th. Both sides want to make a statement here tonight. The Rams on a two-game winning streak, coming off a win last Saturday over Binghamton, and then picking up a 5-3 win in Shelton last night over this Quinnipiac side. The Brave going to look to respond and pick up a win to try to split the weekend, whereas the Rams want to continue rolling. This is their last home game of the first semester, and they want to end it on a high note before a trip to Rutgers next weekend, a trip down to Tampa the weekend before Thanksgiving, and then they'll wrap up the first semester with matchups against Sacred Heart and Stony Brook, renewing the rivalry here on Long Island. Travis Quigley here to take you through the call tonight. Our producer this evening, Sam Musnick. Our co-producer as well, Gabe Curry. And running the camera for us is Rowan Hlodick. Between the pipes for Quinnipiac tonight, going to be Tyler Stywing. It's going to be his seventh start of the campaign, 3-3 on the season with a 3.62 goals against average. On the other side, it's going to be Andrew Barron. And Barron has certainly positioned himself as the Rams starter. 4-2 with a 1.84 goals against and a .931 save percentage, one shutout to go with it. And Barron trying to solidify himself as one of the top goalies in the ACHA M2. About 3 minutes left in warm-ups here as both sides came on a dirty sheet. They'll head off the ice following the completion of warm-ups, and we'll get a clean cut. We'll come back out for the anthem starting lineups, and we'll get this game going. Quinnipiac going to be wearing their navy blue uniforms tonight with the gold shoulder caps, gold and white stripes on the sleeves. Farmingdale wearing their home white uniforms tonight. Green sleeves, green stripes. Rams going right to left first and third period. Quinnipiac going left to right first and third. Want to thank you all so much for taking the time to join us here on the LI Sports Network tonight. Should be a great matchup between two teams that have developed a rivalry over the last few seasons. And I know for the Brave, there's going to be a couple of players that are fired up, as it's a bit of a homecoming for them. A couple of Long Island natives in the lineup tonight for Quinnipiac, including James Aspermonte, Joe Rocca, RJ Pfister, Joey Capiche, Louis Catalo. Couple of, as mentioned, Long Island natives making the trip back home tonight to play in front of friends and family, representing the Quinnipiac University Brave. Rams going with a 12-7 lineup tonight. Keller, Ivers, Quigley, Crodell, Lombardo, Duffy, O'Donnell, Bridgewood, and LaChase, Rodriguez, Del Grasso, and Trabb are rounding out the forward group for Farmingdale. On the back end, it'll be Frank Alessi paired with Jacob Kravitz, Devin Quinones, and Thomas Smith paired together. John Leppert will be paired with Riley McGregor, and Aaron Leach Wilson will round out the defensive corps. Warm-ups wrapping up here, so we'll take a quick pause on the LI Sports Network. We'll be back after the ice cut to get things started in the first period here at the Northwell Health Ice Center between the Farmingdale State College Rams and the Quinnipiac University Brave. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are live on the LI Sports Network. We're at the Northwell Health Ice Center, Quinnipiac University Brave, Farmingdale State College Rams. We're just about ready to go. These two sides meeting for the second time this weekend. Farmingdale picking up the 5-3 win in Shelton last night. Last home game of the first semester for the Rams, and they want to end it on a high note. Still got about 6 games left in the first semester after this weekend. They want to pick up a win on home ice tonight. We'll turn it over to the public address, Michaela Kochi, for the announcement of the starting lineups and the playing of the national anthem. Lineup's been announced, anthem's been played, just about ready to go. As mentioned during warm-ups, Tyler Stywing in the net for Quinnipiac tonight, and it's Andrew Barron between the pipes for Farmingdale. Quinnipiac going with Capri, Nealon, McGinn, Parker, and Raposa. Also Bryce Sheehan joining them. Starting 5 for Quinnipiac. Duffy, Crodell, Lombardo for the Rams with Alessi and Kravitz. And Farmingdale will win the opening faceoff. Crodell pulls it back clean. Quick touch pass through the middle of the ice. Doesn't make it to the tape of Lombardo. And now Quinnipiac will take possession through the neutral zone. Sent back down the sheet. Icing's immediately waved off. And Duffy gets in on the forecheck. Taken down, no call coming. Crodell able to hack it back deep. Duffy working around, trying to protect the puck. It's stolen away by Parker and cleared by Quinnipiac. Foot race, Alessi gets there, moves it D to Kravitz. Up the boards, Lombardo, touch middle for Crodell. It's broken up. Moving back north for the Brave. Cutting in through the middle, but Alessi and Kravitz combine to knock it off the stick of Sheehan. Duffy gets it out to Crodell, who has a one-on-one chance. Pressure on his back. Crodell, silky miss, shoots, he scores! John Crodell, how do you do? 1-0 Farmingdale, 53 seconds in. What a move there by Crodell. 1-0 for Farmingdale. Just absolutely silky. Taken away in the neutral zone by Ivers. Trying to dump it deep. Quinnipiac will break out. And it's dumped in as they get on the forecheck. Comes off the stick of Cohen. Cohen punched away by Barron as they get their first shot of the game, the Brave. Poked ahead for Ivers, and he'll chip it off the wall and out of the zone. Dumped right back in. Tommy Smith will collect. He has plenty of time as the Brave make a wholesale line change. Puts it off the boards for Ivers, just out of his reach though. Pops a couple times and Keller will collect. Driving wide, it's Chris Keller. He shoots, just missed. And it ends up hooking all the way out of the zone. O'Donnell chopped it back ahead. It's fired in deep. Smith there, plays it around the wall to Leppert. Ended up popping all the way around to O'Donnell, held in by the Brave. They stay on the forecheck here. Ton of pressure being applied. Odell's in the corner, battling for it. It pops across to O'Donnell, who hits Bridgewood. Bridgewood driving wide, has LaChase going to the net. Bridgewood will cut, middle can't get a shot through. O'Donnell's denied. Leppert pinching in and gets it to the corner. Plays it down low for Bridgewood. Pass over to O'Donnell, he scores! 2-0 Farmingdale. 2 minutes, 31 seconds played. The Rams are off to a hot start tonight. Leppert cycles it deep for Bridgewood. Bridgewood right onto the tape of O'Donnell, who sneaks it past Stywing. And a 2-goal lead for the Rams here in the first. Gets deflected into the zone by Holgerson. Leppert takes a check from Aspromonte. Aspromonte collects behind the cage, goes up top to the point. Fanning on the shot. Bridgewood couldn't get it out. And it's hooked back deep by Aspromonte. Mentioned Aspromonte of one of the Long Island locals making a homecoming return tonight on this Quinnipiac side. And Quinnipiac are going to get called for a penalty. Farmingdale will get the first power play of the game for either side. It's going to be a tripping call going on Michael Holgerson. Crodell's opener was unassisted. 53 seconds in, and then O'Donnell assisted by Bridgewood and Leppert. Power play begins. Alessi, Ivers, Quigley, Keller, and Bridgewood. Alessi dumped down to the ice. He pops back to his feet, gets a pass from Quigley. Return to him. Joe Quigley settling it down. Starts to roll, hits Alessi center point. He shoots for a stick, deflected, they score! Chris Keller on the power play. 3-0 Farmingdale. Great patience between Quigley and Alessi as they play catch. And Alessi walks the line, shoots for a stick, and Keller with the high slot tip makes it a 3-0 game. The Rams are rolling. Draw one back by Rodriguez. Hits Del Grosso, who dumps it in. Rodriguez across, trying to slow it down. The Brave get it out instead. One-on-one opportunity. Trying to toe drag on Kravitz. Phenomenal defensive play by Jacob Kravitz on Sheehan. Del Grosso, 3-on-2 on the zone entry. Makes a fake looking back door, and it's blocked. Dropping to a knee was Goodman. Cross ice pass deflected into the zone by Capri. Gets on it, but Smith there to slow him up, play the body, and protect the puck against the yellow of the boards. 4 minutes played here, and it's 3-0 for the Rams. Dug out by Smith, and Tommy Smith gonna skate with it. Backhands it over to Trabb. Trabb, a little chip and chase. Instead, he's gonna head off. Del Grosso will be the chase. Rams get 2 fresh skaters on. Cycled back, Crodell to Del Grosso, back to Crodell. Fans on the initial try, back into the slot, hits a skate. Another one blocked. Third try, they score! Tim Duffy makes it 4-0. 4 minutes, 31 seconds into the game. Farmingdale go 4 unanswered. The Brave don't have a response right now. Just relentless pressure. And Crodell is just going to swat it forward off the draw. As you saw on the replay there, Duffy following up that rebound and burying. Icing going to be called on Farmingdale here. Crodell, O'Donnell, Keller, and Duffy, the goal scorers for the Rams. For Farmingdale now, it's going to be important to not get complacent. Got to keep the foot on the gas here. Lombardo driving forward off the draw, and it's right out of the zone. Crodell over the line, tries a drop for Duffy. Takes a check, and it's broken up. Going back the other way is Cohen. Slides it ahead to Casasa, and it's going to be called offside. Farmingdale fired up right now. And no, pardon me, I thought an offside was called. It's a penalty called. And Farmingdale's going back on the power play. It was a high sticking call. Cataldo in the box. Leppert, Duffy, O'Donnell, and a penalty going to be called here on Farmingdale. So they don't even get to finish relaying the power play unit. It's going to go to 4-on-4 just 5 seconds into this power play. Jace Lombardo's going to the box for slashing. So we'll go 4-on-4 here. O'Donnell, Crodell, Leach Wilson, and Leppert for the Rams. As Quinnipiac win it back. A little bit too clean, though. McGinn, Raposa, Sheehan, and the captain Parker for Quinnipiac. Parker all alone in front, gets the pass, spins, goes wide. Barron got a piece of it. Net came off, we'll get a stoppage. Best opportunity of the game right there for Quinnipiac. That got a rise out of their bench as they're trying to slow down this Farmingdale attack that has been ever so potent here on this Sunday night. One to the boards. Alessi's going to skate. Dumps it cross corner. Bridgewood, a stick lift, keeps it in deep. Four on four in the breakout here for Quinnipiac, led by Sheehan. Backhands it to the middle for Parker. He's going to be forced back into the neutral zone. Chipped past LaChase and into the O zone for the attack comes Raposa, but it's knocked away by Alessi. And Alessi gonna hunt this puck down, collects in the corner. Looking to the slot for LaChase, it's broken up, and Quinnipiac looked to clear. Goodman is gonna knock the saucer pass down and skate. 3-on-2 opportunity. Driving wide, a drop pass. A poke check from Kravitz while dropping down to the seat of his pants. And he's able to sauce it ahead for Ivers. Ivers, instead of driving forward, will circle back, create some space, and slow the game down a bit. Played at his speed. Now he goes north. It's Ivers over the line as Quigley to the left. Quinones joining late. Nice mitts from Ivers out in the corner. But he's angled off the puck, and it's stolen by Odell. A high flip, and Smith able to get it with the glove. Odell recollects, takes a check from Quinones, and the puck squirts off into the corner. Quinones gets it free, and now Ivers leads the break. 2 seconds and 1, and it's 5-on-5 once again as Cataldo and Lombardo have returned. Ivers' pass is knocked out of the air. A wrist shot. Easy stop there for Andrew Barron. 12:48 to go in period 1. 4-0 for the Rams. Goals from John Crodell, Sean O'Donnell, Chris Keller, and Tim Duffy. And with that goal for Sean O'Donnell, he's now 2 points away from 100 in his Farmingdale career, a milestone to keep an eye out for. Pass to the high slot, Trabb, able to get a piece as it goes back to the corner. Glove save Barron off the skates of Leppert, and into the near side corner. He's taken down. Pass in front, trying to slide it into the slot. Net comes off again. Play's going to continue for a moment. Now we get a stoppage. Quinnipiac putting on a lot more pressure over the last 2-3 minutes. Starting to settle into this game. Rodriguez wins the draw, and it's flipped out right over the stick of Pfister. It's reversed for Pfister. He'll backhand it up the boards, and a clean breakout through the middle for the Brave. It's dumped in cross corner. First on it, Holgerson. Holgerson cycled it low for Rocca. Rocca to the high slot. Shot punched away. That's off the stick of Pfister. Pfister pinches to keep it in. Goes hard around the boards. And Trabb's first to collect. D to D for McGregor. Now to Del Grasso. Collects the pass, skates it out of the zone. Pinched up against the wall, but still able to get it ahead for Rodriguez. Trying to slide it to Trabb. And it's taken away by Pfister. Through the middle of the ice, a chance here. Kravitz defending tightly on Cohen, able to get the puck off to the corner. Bridgewood continues driving his feet, protecting the puck. High slot pass, now it pops to O'Donnell, and a blocker save is made. Back for Alessi, couldn't keep it in. Shot gets blocked, and now it's touched up offside. Near side draw in the neutral zone. LeChase squaring up with Casasa. LeChase wins it to Kravitz. He'll dump the puck in, out of the net. Stywing, stop it, and leaves it behind the cage for his defense. Around the boards for Cohen. A high flip out of the zone. Kravitz has to race back and get the rolling puck and just spins it back to neutral ice. Bridgewood takes a check, leaves it for O'Donnell. O'Donnell cuts middle, drop for LeChase. LeChase shoots, and it's stopped up by Stywing. 10:57 to go in the first period. Another shot right off the face-off, covered again. Shot from Smith, stopped up there. Bridgewood playing the body right on the boards. It's tied up with two defenders. Up to the point for Smith, trying to move it D to D. Just held in as the pressure came at the point from Sheehan. Just across, Cataldo behind the back, and it goes right to Thomas Smith. Smith a high flip. Lombardo trying to chase it down. D to D for Goodman off the boards to Parker. Hinged back. And now it's Goodman once again. Stretched along to Parker. Gains the red line and dumps it in. It's collected. Bad angle shot. Save made Barron. Lombardo curls. And his clearing attempt was gloved down by Parker. A hand pass going to be called here on Quinnipiac. Quinnipiac clear after the D-zone face-off. Half the period gone, less than half to go now. And the Rams with a 4-0 lead. Scored all 4 goals within the first 4 minutes and 31 seconds of this game. Turnover forced by the Brave. They're right back in, and Crodell's going to pick that one off. His pass, though, hit the skates of Odell, stays in the zone, comes back with Leppert now behind the net of Barron. One-handed out by Crodell. Puck dumped in. Leach Wilson's back first. Up the boards for Duffy. And Duffy into space for Crodell. 2-on-2 rush. Lombardo driving the cage hard. Crodell for Duffy. Shot was blocked. Odell got in the way of that one. Leach Wilson stepping up, playing the body. That allows Duffy to take the puck into the zone. It's whacked off the twig on a stick check by Odell. RJ Pfister back and starts the breakout. Sends a stretch pass to Odell, who slides one through to the middle for Holgerson. Farmingdale take possession back in the D zone. Alessi was knocked down by Aspromonte. It pops to the point. Slap shot blocked by Keller. Ivers across, gets it out of the zone, and Quigley cuts over to collect it. Quigley taken down, going to draw a penalty here, and Farmingdale will go back on the power play. Tripping call on Cam Pasquin. Opportunity for the Rams to score another one on the power play. They're 1 for 2 tonight. It was one to the boards, but immediately pushed down low. Bridgewood getting there, and Ivers will pinch down to keep it. Behind the net, it's Quigley. Moves it to Keller. Keller snaps it across to Ivers. Ivers a head fake, drives low. Setting up behind the net, fans on the pass, but it pops over to Keller. Shot ramps up a stick, goes out of play. Bridgewood to Quigley, now Ivers to Alessi. Off the boards for Quigley, back up top. Alessi is going to hammer it deep. Bridgewood hits Quigley. Goes center point for Alessi. He'll shoot it. Fought off there by Stywing. Ivers walks down to collect it. Pinned on the boards by Goodman. 3-on-2 battle as Bridgewood's trying to dig it out. Goodman keeping it pinned there. Now Bridgewood does walk out with it, trying to stuff one. In front, Stywing makes the save. He'll cover it. Both sides going to make line changes here. 7:27 left in the opening period. 1:06 left on the penalty to Pasquin. Face-off is going to be one back to Duffy, and shot again. Steinway making the save. Duffy's gonna have to go back to collect after Quinnipiac sent it 200 feet. Duffy skating with it over the line. It's going to be poked into the corner. They'll take a check. Lombardo scoops the puck. O'Donnell looking for Duffy under his tape and out of the zone. Crodell drops it back for Leppert, and he returns it to him. John Crodell, our opening goal scorer tonight, hits Lombardo. Stops up to get set for Duffy now. Trying to go goal line for O'Donnell. Pass broken up by Goodman. Lombardo's there to hold the line. He'll shoot over the head of Stywing. Kept in the zone. Cycled low. Pass over to Leppert. But a penalty going to be called here on Farmingdale. Lombardo's going to go back to the box. High sticking the call on Lombardo. 4-on-4 for the next 12 seconds, and then Quinnipiac will have a power play chance. Dug out of the pile at the point, winding for the slap shot, but putting it wide was Raposa. Power play now for the Brave. That shot missed as well. Kravitz got a piece. Capri walking off the boards. Looking back post. Pass was behind the stick of Cohen. Kravitz digs it out of the pile, sends it 200 feet. Minute 30 left on the power play here for Quinnipiac. Be their second power play of the night. First one, albeit, was very brief, only 5 seconds. Raposa continues to wheel the zone. Looks for a shot that Smith will block. Tommy Smith playing the body. Puck comes to Del Grasso, and he puts it off the glass and out. Stywing looking to go quick as the Rams make a change. Keller's all over it, forces a turnover. And now Crodell is into the zone. Crodell trying to avoid the poke check, and Crodell is leveled into Stywing. And Catalo's in there. He's tied up right now with Keller. Stywing's still slow to get up. Catalo lost his bucket. It was Crodell who got hit into the netminder there. There was an initial penalty being called on Quinnipiac before all the extracurricular stuff happened afterwards, so we'll see what ends up being called. Looks like Keller's being taken to the box right now. Stywing got the check from Doc. He's all good. Officials having a talk now about what the calls on the ice are going to be. Again, there was an initial arm up penalty going to be called on Quinnipiac. Looks like Parker's being told to get into the box now. Keller already took a seat in the box for the Rams. So looking at the ref's signals there, it looks like the calls are going to be Parker for a cross check, and then it looks like Catalo was getting a 2 and a 10 for a roughing on a sportsmanlike. I believe Keller's going to be getting a 2 for roughing. We'll get the confirmation when it all pops into the live stats here. Of course, both coaches going to want to get the message relayed from the officials as well. but we do see 2 minutes up on the board right now for Parker. Got to think the twos for Catallo and Keller will wash. Then again, saw a 10-minute given for Catallo as well. We got 5:23 left to play in the opening period. It's been an eventful first 20 minutes of hockey. Right of Stywing. Ivers, Quigley, Leopard, Alessi on the ice. Ivers trying to go forward. He's tied up. Circles back to get the puck. But again, it's swiped away from him. And curling up the ice now is Sheehan. Sheehan will take a shot using Leopard as a screen. Barron makes a nice save. Gets aroused from the bench. Pass cross point for Goodman, who walks in. Again, another blocker stop for Andrew Barron. Up to the point. Now D to D for Goodman once more. Looking for a stick. Leopard one touches it to the corner. Playing the body on Capri. And they're pinned up against the wall. It's poked free. Wraparound try. Swerves to the point, and Ivers will block it. He's got numbers. Leopard's going to be driving as Quigley as a trailer. Saucer pass. Leopard scores! 5-0 Rams. That one coming at 4-on-4. A beautiful pass from Thomas Ivers. And the defenseman, John Leopard, joining the rush. Makes no mistake on the wrister. Beats Stywing on the blocker side. Farmingdale's buzzing. We're still 4-on-4 for 2 seconds. Lombardo's getting set to come out of the box. Quinnipiac is going to call their timeout here with 4:35 left in the first period. Speaks to the way the Rams have played so far tonight that the Brave feel the need to use their timeout early in this game. Just 15 minutes and 25 seconds of hockey have been played here at Northwell, and it's been all Farmingdale. Circle back. Again, those penalties, it was Keller, 2 for roughing, Catallo, 2 for roughing, and a 10-minute misconduct, so we're not going to see Louis Catallo until the second period. And Jonathan Parker was the initial penalty, a 2 for cross-checking. That initial hit on Crodell that took Stywing out. Coming out of the timeout. Again, 4-on-4 for another 2 seconds. Lombardo set to come out of the box, and then it'll be a power play for the Rams for 1:10. O'Donnell collects it off the draw, and O'Donnell is blown up by R.J. Pfister. Big hit thrown by the freshman defenseman. Power play for Farmingdale. Bridgewood off the boards to Duffy. It's jumped by Odell. Continues to drive in, but Bridgewood takes it back away, and he'll skate it into the zone. Looking to set up Dylan Bridgewood. Back for Duffy. Returns it for Bridgewood. Behind the net, it's O'Donnell. O'Donnell, point for Leppert. Across for Crodell. Back to Leppert, center point. Walks and shoots, deflected by O'Donnell, just missed. It's Duffy who starts to walk middle. Now he hits Bridgewood. Bridgewood fans on the shot. And it's forced out of the zone by Arabian. It's taken away by a back-checking Duffy and Bridgewood combining effort there. Leppert leads the rush over the line. Curling back to the point to set up. He'll hit Quigley. Quigley to the goal line for O'Donnell. O'Donnell with a fake. Now to Quigley. That shot is blocked. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey here. Quigley, center point. McGregor goes wide. O'Donnell trying to scoop it off the backboards. Duffy across, playing the body. That allows O'Donnell to take the puck. Hits Quigley, now back for McGregor. McGregor keeps walking. Off the bench, it's Kravitz. Kravitz looking to the middle. It's deflected down. Quigley there to collect. Backhanded out by Arabian, held by McGregor. Cycled low for O'Donnell. It's pinched up against the boards. Ivers will take the puck. Goes to the point for Kravitz. Kravitz continues to walk. His shot is blocked. Ivers scoops it. Back for Quigley. Quigley to Kravitz. He'll roll to the middle. To the D partner McGregor. For Ivers now. Fans on the pass. Couldn't settle the rolling puck. And Kravitz will keep it in. Ivers hooks a pass to Quigley, looking across to LeChase. Pass didn't get there. Kravitz will shoot. That's blocked. Hacked to the boards by Odell and out of the zone. McGregor over the blue, back in, and a penalty is going to be called here. Interference going on Kravitz. Quinnipiac back on the man advantage. To the right of Andrew Barron to begin the power play. A clean face-off win for Anthony Rodriguez, and it's sent 200 feet by Devin Quinones. Brave got a breakout. Sheehan taken down. Another penalty going to be called here on the Rams. It's going to be a 5-on-3 once Farmingdale touch up. They do. Right as Stywing got to the bench. And it'll be a tripping call going on Gavin Del Grosso. So a 5-on-3 chance now here for Quinnipiac. Big opportunity for the Brave here. They would love to at least pot one goal before we go to intermission. $1:47 remaining in the first, and it's one back to Sheehan. Slide it over to Goodman. Goodman over again. One-time try. It's blocked down. Alessi trying to clear, diving at it. Looking to swat it out. It's poked back to the corner. To the point. Goodman touched across. One-timer is kicked away by Barron. Leppert goes to the corner, just eating the puck, but it's poked free. Taken around the net. Now up to the point. Trying to work it back low. Casasa sticked away. Barron fights it off, and it's in behind the net once again. Alessi facing a ton of pressure there. Keller defending up top. A pass through the seam. Save Barron. Rebound still sitting there. Not for long as Keller will clear the zone. Heads off for a line change, as does Leppert. Crodell and Smith touch the ice for Farmingdale as Goodman's back into the offensive zone. Final minute of the period. Let's move to the center point for Sheehan. Sheehan will fire, and Barron eats it in the breadbasket. 37 seconds left on the penalty to Kravitz. 46 seconds left in the period. Del Grosso's penalty will roll over into the second. The Brave possess to the center point. That shot over the head of Barron. Bounces back in front. It's still loose. Whistle went before the puck went in. No goal called. You don't see that happen too often. We'll take a look at the replay here. Great pass out to the point, and that shot took a deflection. Hits the glass behind the net and popped right back in front after hitting the top of the cage. Quinnipiac did put it home, but it came after the official blew play dead. Power play continues, 5-on-3, 30 seconds to go in the first. Pass across, broken up by Crodell. Quinones trying to clear. Now it'll be Smith who does.
Game day. I'm here with Farmingdale player John Leppert. So you guys are coming off of a win against Quinnipiac last night. Just tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, it was a pretty hard football battle. We definitely outplayed them. Had our chances, but they fought hard, and it was a good game.
All right, and you scored one of those 5 goals in the first period. Just tell me a little bit about.
Yeah, it was first. He made a good forward check, got it over to Lace, and I was there to clean up the garbage.
All right, you guys still have 2 more periods of play. What's your mindset going in and just energy in the locker room so far?
Yeah, I mean, we're up 5-0. You guys can't really hang us, so just going to keep playing our game. Pot another one, who knows?
All right, thank you so much. Again, I'm Michaela Kochi here at Northwell Health Ice Center for another Farmingdale game day. Back to you.
Thank you, Michaela. Thank you, John. Really appreciate the time. Great insight into what got the Rams going there in the first period. 5-0 the score line after 20 minutes of hockey. We still got 40 minutes to go. Don't go anywhere. Zamboni cutting the ice now. Grab a snack, grab a drink. We'll be back for the second period in about 10 minutes. coming back live on the LI Sports Network. 5-0 for the Farmingdale State College Rams over the Quinnipiac University Brave after 20 minutes of play. 40 minutes still to go, and the Rams want to keep the pedal to the metal. Quinnipiac trying to slow this Farmingdale side down that has been humming all game long. 13 seconds left on the penalty to Del Grosso. And then we'll get back to even strength hockey here, as the Brave will win the opening faceoff to start period 2. Quinnipiac going right to left on your television, tablet, phone, whatever you may be watching on tonight. Farmingdale going left to right. Alessi's pass taken away right as we get back to even strength. Trabb breaks it up in the middle, and Del Grosso is over the line with it. Del Grosso is going to curl back, looking to hook it to the point for Kravitz. It's chipped past him by Parker, and Parker leads the rush. Spinning away from Alessi, drops it for Sheehan. Held in by Parker. It's blocked by Rodriguez. Rodriguez, little self-chip, trying to catch up to it. It's swatted back out of the zone. Dumped in by Brady Smith. Or pardon me, that was Lenny Capri. And a turnover almost forced. Quinnipiac would have had numbers. Instead, it's Trabb out over the line. He overskates it, stops up, puts it across to Del Grosso. Del Grosso, turning shot, ramps up a stick. It stays in play. Alessi gloves it. It's pinned up against the boards. Trabb there to help. It comes all the way to the point for Quinones. Kept it in for a second, but now the Brave are out with it. Quinones still fighting for it. Wins that battle. Gets it to Duffy. He shoots. It's blocked. Recovers possession across to Crodell. Hit him in the skates. Dropped it back to him. Duffy for Quinones. Comes out of the zone. He'll just have to turn and dump it back in. Thomas Smith jumped up on it, poked it in, took a hit in the process. Duffy keeps driving. He takes a check from Joe Rocca, and a penalty going to be called here. Cross-checking. Power play for Quinnipiac as Duffy goes to the box. 2 for cross-checking. They win the face-off, and they're able to set things up here just to catch up top at the blue line. Now a shot is blocked by Lombardo, and he's off to the races. Jace Lombardo, a shorthanded breakaway. He's hooked. Are we going to see it? Don't think we're getting a penalty shot, just a hooking call. That would have been fun. Raposa to the box, 2 for hooking. And just a 20-second power play there for the Brave is now gone thanks to that hard work and hustle from the game here. Officials got to step in and pull Quinones and Quigley, Leopard, a couple guys away here because this could get ugly.
Quinnipiac sucks, you garbage!
In that scrum when they were breaking it up, Virgulis kicked Quinones, and that's why he's been ejected from this game. So again, Virgulis, he's the only goal scorer for the Brave, and he just got the boot.
I check the other stream too.
Officials still figuring this all out. Now they'll pull the captains, LaChase and Parker, over to communicate with them what the calls are going to end up being here.
Send the game. Have fun.
So we're going to see what all these calls are going to end up being, but we know Vergulis was given the boot. He's gone. So 4-on-4 hockey is. We get back to it. Ivers just overskates that one. Quigley is pressuring McGinn. McGinn sends a pass across east-west. Parker down, moves it across to McGinn. McGinn now resets through the middle of the ice. Kravitz blows a tire in the corner. Pass to the point. Kicked away by Andrew Barron. Trying to put it back on goal was Nealon, but well wide with it. Quigley to Ivers. Pass was behind him. Played across. And now into the zone comes Raposa. Takes a check from in the second period. 6-1. Farmingdale up over Quinnipiac. Kravitz will collect and have room to skate it. Moves it to Quigley. Quigley's over the line now. Continues wide. Takes it around the cage. Moves it up top for Leppert. Leppert trying to go back low. It's blocked and out of the zone. Through the middle of the ice. It's going to be a chance here for Quinnipiac. Scooped. Pass back door. They score! Casasso with the tap in on the pass from Sheehan. And it's 6-2. Great job on the zone entry, and Sheehan stays with it. And is able to slide it over. Casassi, easy tap in there. Beating Barron low. And it's 6-2 now with 7:14 to play in the second period. Leppert stepped in, took the face off there, the D-man, and won it. O'Donnell fans on that pass. Moves it around to Leppert on the weak side. Vergulis was given a 5-minute major for kneeing, 5-minute major for fighting, as well as a game disqualification. Devin Quinones was also given a game disqualification in that scrum. And Thomas Smith. Brave win the face-off. 2:15 remaining on the 5-minute major penalty. It pops to Ivers, and now he'll skate it out. Puts it on the tape of Bridgewood. Bridgewood trying to leave it for Keller. It's broken up. Ivers just there to hold it in at the line. Bridgewood back for Keller. Keller looking across to Quigley, diving down to block the pass. And now the Brave are out. quick up, though, from Alessi, and Ivers is over the line as Quigley driving the net. Hits Quigley. He shoots. He's saved by Lutman. Alessi across to Keller. Snaps it on goal. Rebound there. Quigley to Ivers. Kicked away by Lutman. It's still loose in the high slot. Alessi on a backhand try. He scores! Frank Alessi on the power play. 7-2 Rams. Just a ton of traffic in front, and Alessi's backhander found a way through. He beats Lutman, and it's another power play goal for Farmingdale. (7-2) hockey game now. Power play continues for Farmingdale. Offside will be called on that play. Crodell ties it up and wins the faceoff. Alessi drops it for Duffy, who enters the zone. Looking into the middle, it's intercepted and cleared by Holgerson. That was the first of the season for Frank Alessi. And he'll go back to collect. 4.5 remaining in the second period. Rams up by 5. Travis Quigley here on the call. Our producers tonight, Sam Musnick and Gabe Takuri on the camera. Rowan Loddick. Pass to the slot for Lombardo. Took it off the skate but couldn't find it. And it's dumped down the sheet once again by the Brave. Barron up to Alessi as they look to move quick. Alessi trying to go into the triangle of Sheehan. It's stolen away. Sheehan looking to do the windmill deke around Leppert. And he slowed him up. Del Grasso helps it. And he finds Duffy. Duffy poke checked away from him by McGinn. 10 seconds left on the penalty to Vergulis. Being served by Capiche, and he comes out of the box now. Knocked away from Lombardo. Backhander, gloved down by Leppert. Stays in the zone. Plugging the boards and dishing it ahead to Capri. A one-on-one chance. Capri snaps a shot. That's fought off, parried away by Andrew Barron. Off the glass to Lombardo, 3-on-2 as Leach Wilson trailing, Rodriguez driving. That goes off the skate of Leach Wilson. And now out come the Brave once more. It's Parker, settles the rolling puck. Del Grasso on a poke check, and it's Leach Wilson who intercepts and carries it out. 3-on-2 again. Rodriguez driving, drops it back for Trabb. Trabb to the goal line. Leach Wilson, blocked. Parker clears, moves it ahead to Sheehan. 3-on-2 the other way for Quinnipiac. For Goodman, touches it back door. Barron with the shoulder stop. Great save right there from Andrew Barron. Keeping Quinnipiac at just 2. Great passing there from the Brave on that 3-on-2 chance. Chase wins the draw. Bridgewood chips it out. 2-on-1 has O'Donnell. Across for O'Donnell. Save Lutman. Hand pass going to be called, and now Catallo and O'Donnell are wrapped up. And O'Donnell goes for the judo takedown. I'm sure we're probably going to see both of these guys tossed here. Catallo trying to get an extra shot in. Aroused from both benches. O'Donnell and Catalo both giving the gate here. Catalo had a lot to say to the crowd as he was coming off the ice. Definitely don't want to see this game get out of hand here. We've already seen 4 players thrown out of this contest. We're not even in the third period yet. Still plenty of hockey to be played. Yeah, certainly hope that both sides are able to reel in the emotions a little bit here. Faceoff's won, and it's Goodman who puts it all the way around. McGregor trying to step up to keep it in. It bounces out off the glove, and in comes Cohen. And Cohen taken down by a back-checking Bridgewood. Through the middle, it's turned over, though. Getting a piece, McGregor. Now a stretch pass, LeChase receives the pass into the zone with speed. A snap shot. Just getting a piece of it with the blocker was Lutman. Back out come the Brave. Over the line, Casasa defended tight by Bridgewood. Smith takes a check, a penalty coming up here on Quinnipiac. Power play for the Farmingdale Rams. And now Bridgewood's getting called for a penalty here as well. So it was going to be a Farmingdale power play. Now we're just going to stay at 5-on-5. So 4-on-4 here, actually, after the penalties to Cohen and Bridgewood. Ivers comes through the dot, unable to clear the zone first try. Raposa back across D to D. And Kravitz jumps it, takes it away. Off the boards for Ivers. 2-on-1 with Quigley driving to Quigley. Pass behind him, he couldn't settle it. And now back the other way come Quinnipiac. Drop pass, spinning back is Sheehan. Tied up by Quigley and Ivers, and Quigley will settle it down, moves it across to Alessi. Alessi, toe jag at the red line. Cutting in wide, curls back to the point now. Hits Quigley, delaying on the zone entry. Goal line for Ivers. Ivers starts to walk, puts it around for Quigley. Settles the rolling puck. Will run a scissor play with Leach Wilson. Cycles it down low. Playing it around was McGinn, and he'll get the return pass, but couldn't handle it. It's poked away from Quigley, and now a 2-on-1 for the Brave. Sheehan winds and shoots off the noggin of Barron with 40 to go in the period. Offside called on Quinnipiac. Going forward off the faceoff is Capri. Save made by Barron. Play is going to continue here. No whistle. Capri forcing a turnover behind the net. And Leppert recovers with a stick check off to the boards. 20 seconds remaining. Capri digs it out of the pile. Odell took a hit from Leppert. Crodell kicking it ahead, gets it out. But Pfister jumps it, gets right back in with 5 to go. Pfister, backdoor, Crodell sliding, blocks the pass. Puck goes to the corner, and that's going to do it for the second period. Leach Wilson and Capri pushing and shoving a little bit. Crodell steps in to pull his teammate out of the pile. But after 40 minutes, still a commanding lead for the Rams, 7-2 the score, as Farmingdale will look to lock it down after this intermission for the final 20 and take home the victory over the Brave here. Second period highlights. Get a look there at the first goal of the night for Quinnipiac, scored by Vergulis. He ended up getting tossed out of the game after that. Farmingdale responded right away. Quigley over to Keller, and Keller couldn't tuck it in first try, but right back in, banks it off Lutman. This was a beautiful goal here from the Brave on the 2-on-2 zone entry. Leppert got beat, and it was Sheehan who dished it across. Casasso with the tap-in. That made it a 6-2 hockey game, but the Rams just kept on coming. Alessi picking up that backhand, floating it on goal, and making it a 7-2 hockey game. And we'll take a look right here at a late save from Andrew Barron. Again, nice passing from Quinnipiac, but Barron pushing across, no problem there. Keeping this a 7-2 hockey game. I want to thank you all for sticking with us despite those internet issues. As promised, we will have a full game recording made available later on tonight. Had a couple DQs in this game. Catallo, O'Donnell, Quinones, Vergulis were all given the gate. And you got to wonder and think that both coaching staffs are in the room right now telling their teams keep their heads for this third period. Don't want to see any more of that. Don't want to see anyone else getting ejected from this contest with 20 minutes to go in it. Again, thank you for sticking with us here on the LI Sports Network. We appreciate all of your support. If you stay tuned here in the second intermission, we should have an interview with a member of the Quinnipiac Brave with Michaela Kochi downstairs. So the Brave declined their opportunity for a second intermission interview. Understandable in the circumstances here, down 7-2. Want to focus on the game and get back into it in this third. So absolutely understand their apologies for no interview during this intermission, but we will try to get you one at the post game following completion of this contest. So Zamboni about halfway done now. Come on back in about 7 to 10 minutes for the third period between the Brave and the Rams. ACHA. Lombardo trying to clear the zone. Plugging the boards was Holgerson. Shot came through, save Barron. Rebound still sitting in the slot. It comes in behind the net now. And Lombardo puts it off the glass over the stick of Goodman. Duffy on the forecheck. Scacaro evades the check, but Crodell takes it back to the backhand. Crodell out front. Lombardo finds it. He's angled off the puck, knocked to the ice, and out come Quinnipiac with numbers. Cohen can't get a shot off. Smith playing the body on him, up against the wall. Crodell trying to dig it out. Holgerson puts it in low for Cohen. Cohen to the slot. Pops to Holgerson. He shoots, pops in the air. Barron with the save. Leppert puts it off the top of the glass and out. Goodman will glove it down and move it D to D. Redirected into the zone. Wholesale line change coming here for the Brave. Leppert will post up behind the net and start the set breakout. Moving it to Keller off his stick. Couldn't settle it. It's back in deep. Quigley there to defend. To the point. Played by a high stick. Ivers chips it out to Quigley, and Quigley has Keller driving. He'll dish it over to Keller. Keller on the backhand. Save made by Lutman. Keller in search of the hat trick goal right there. Dug out in the slot. Quigley getting tied up. And now Quigley's going to get called for a penalty. Quigley going to go to the box for hooking. And the Brave will go on the power play. Turning shot misses there. It was Parker who let it go. The Brave will move into their power play setup. Up top, D to D now. Raposa for Capri. It's deflected wide. LaChase trying to get there. Couldn't get it out on the first attempt. Second try he does. Geometric angle was perfect, and it's Bridgewood on a breakaway. Plenty of time. Overhandled it. It's still Bridgewood, though. To the high slot. LaChase one-timer. Save made. Bridgewood just had too much time there on that breakaway. Glove stop for Barron. Kravitz wheels the net and clears. Lutman leaves it out for Raposa to skate. But he lost possession of it thanks to the pressure from Del Grosso, who dumps it down the ice one more time. 55 seconds left on the penalty to Joe Quigley. Goodman cuts in. He's going to wheel around the offensive zone before dishing a pass to the point. Winding, one-timer wide from Parker. Del Grosso takes a check on the boards, able to get it out. And Del Grosso playing the body on Parker there, slowing him up. One-hand shovel pass over to Sheehan. Sheehan across and cleared by Leach Wilson. Five minutes played here in the third period. 5-goal lead for Farmingdale. Quigley's out of the box. It's 5-on-5 again. Crodell takes a bump on the wall. It comes across Duffy. Saucer pass looking to Crodell. Comes into the zone. Offside will be called. Farmingdale who possess. And Tim Duffy curls, moves it to Crodell. Crodell redlining in. Pfister is able to take possession for the Brave. But Riley McGregor right there at the red to take it back for the Rams. Leppert gonna skate now. He's stopped at the red by Aspromonte. But Keller off the bench wins possession again. Aspromonte takes it right back. And Duffy this time steals it. Leppert for Duffy. Duffy splits through two defenders, trying to beat a third, and he's knocked off the puck. Lutman swats it ahead, and now Aspromonte can carry 2-on-2 on the zone entry. Aspromonte knocked away by Frank Alessi. Kravitz trying to reverse it. Aspromonte's there. Takes possession again off the boards. Poked in behind the net by Odell. To the point, goes right through the skates of Arabian out of the zone. Breakout set here. Arabian leaves it, and it's hooked back behind the net. Out of the zone comes Darren Odell. Moves it across. Kicking it deep, Nealon continues to skate with Kravitz all over him. Pass out, shot blocked. To the high slot. Ivers did just enough to break it up from Pfister. And Keller's got space to skate. He'll put it off the wall to Quigley. Quigley enters, and a penalty going to be called here. Looks like it's going on Ivers. Interference penalty on Thomas Ivers, and another power play here for Quinnipiac. 12:43 to go in regulation. Behind the net, Barron paddles it away. Again, Ivers in the box for interference. Center point for Cohen. Back to the left flank, Cohen gets it again. Bridgewood got a piece. Not enough to get it out though. Around the net, Capri up to the point. Parker got it out of the skates, moves it D to D, gets it back. Parker trying to find a lane. He'll walk around Bridgewood. Now shoots, and Barron snags it out of the air. Right of Barron. Brave win the draw. It was Parker who pulled it back. Seam pass is going to skip to the corner, and Raposa will spin back to the point. Takes a shot, almost went headhunting on Capri. Parker now, trying to go across. It's blocked by Del Grosso. Back over to Parker. It's blocked in front, Leppert in the way. Del Grosso's got some time, settles it down, and he'll put it 200 feet. 11:30. Left in this game. Rodriguez, first forechecker, and putting a ton of pressure there on Sheehan. Stretch to Parker now, and that comes off the skate of Del Grosso back into the Brave zone. Parker through the middle, across on the zone entry, but wide for Capri. Back at the goal, save by Barron. That one was broken up by the defense of Frank Alessi. Nice move by Sheehan. Alessi will block another shot. And it's Alessi who gets the stick on that one. Not out of the zone. Slap shot from the point. That deflects into the corner, and Crodell will fire it down. 5-on-5 hockey now as Ivers is out of the box. Lutman out to play it. Quinnipiac got to go quick as it's put across the ice by Parker and not out. Duffy with a head fake. Shoots back post for Crodell. Now up at the point, Leach Wilson. It got blocked. Still bouncing at the net. Crodell gloves it down into the slot. Quinnipiac can't clear. Smith, low for Crodell. Hits Lombardo. Lombardo circles out. That shot hit a body in front. Braves just trying to clear. Duffy steps up on it. His pass did not make it over to Lombardo. And now it's 2-on-1 for Quinnipiac. Cohen with the puck. He'll slide it across. They score! Bryce Sheehan on the 2-on-1 makes it 7-3. Rams got a little bit too aggressive in the offensive zone. And that leads to the odd man rush for the Brave, and they capitalize. Backhanded in. Quinnipiac on the forecheck. 9.5 remaining in the hockey game. From the point, Goodman's blast is blocked by Keller, and he clears. Right back down the sheet by McGregor. Ivers able to put it back into the Quinnipiac zone. Turnover almost forced there by Quigley, but he couldn't collect the puck. And now numbers for the Brave. Drop pass through the middle, swiped out by a back-checking Joe Quigley. Big kick off the boards, right out in front of Barron, and he'll leave it for Leppert. McGregor taking his time, and his pass is intercepted. Dumped right back in. Barron gonna rim this around to the weak side. Aspromonte is able to hold the zone. Now that one's blocked down. Comes to Ivers, but he overskates it. Dropped outside, and Keller gonna take a check. Stepping up was Raposa. Over the line, it's Nealon. He shoots, and another glove stop for Andrew Barron. 7-3 hockey game with 8:25 to play. We're live on the LI Sports Network at the Northwell Health Ice Center. McGinn couldn't settle the rolling puck. Back to McGinn. He'll play it through the middle for Raposa. And Raposa gets a return feed. Raposa trying to go inside out. Knocked away, and Bridgewood is out of the zone with it. And Bridgewood just trucking ahead. Dropping it back for the chase, out of reach. Pad stop for Barron on the shot from Nealon. Cycled back in low with 7:40 to play. Aspromonte's the first forechecker. The chase looking to clear, held on the boards. Back in front, one-time try, that's stopped up. Slap shot from the point over the head of Barron. Sheehan rolling the circle. That's another stop for Barron. Good shift here from Quinnipiac. They're all over it. Barron makes another save. Pops up to the point. Faking the slap shot. That's deflected wide. Kravitz puts it to the corner. Aspromonte settling it down. Kravitz all over. And Goodman puts it into the bench. Glove save by Foley. It's one to the boards, and Smith will wrap it around to the weak side. Plenty of space for Duffy, and he'll touch it middle for Crodell. Crodell takes a whack, keeps going in. Pass looking for Lombardo, got blocked. Leach Wilson stepping up, and it's out of the zone though with Capri. Capri goes wide on Smith. Save made by Barron. He'll take the whistle this time around. Shade over 6.5 minutes to go. Cordell wins it. Another weak side rim by Smith to Duffy. Duffy gets it to Lombardo. Lombardo across into space for Smith, who will shovel it in deep. Goodman chips, enters the zone, but lost possession. Turnover forced there by the Brave, and that went through the blue paint. Net came off. A lot less fireworks here in this third period than we saw previously. Back to the point. Barron fights it off, keeps it close. Del Grasso does get it out, but was tied up right in front of his own bench. And the Brave dump it back in. It's Leppert over to McGregor. Intercepted to the high slot. One-time try, and Barron will make another save there. Leppert pulls it back behind the net. Trying to slow it down a bit here for Farmingdale. McGregor cutting to the middle. Rodriguez now. Out to the slot. Didn't find a home with the pass, but it's shoveled back low for Del Grasso, and he goes wide. McGregor pinching hard. Can't keep it in. Del Grasso coming over, playing the body on Casasa. It's with Leppert. Leppert hits Del Grasso, who's in solo right now. Has to recover the puck after overskating it. Unable to weave his way through the defense was Raposa. Kravitz to Ivers, and he'll redirect it in. Using the stick as a ramp there. Cohen takes it. Quigley trying to provide the angle and force a turnover. He's able to whack it back low with 4.5 to go. Nice play by Raposa to get out of the zone. Raposa can't get around Alessi, but now it's Sheehan who has a try and another save for Andrew Barron. Kravitz walking to defend out front. Pop to Alessi, and he flips it ahead to Ivers. And Ivers gets the wheels turning. Parker caught up to him, so he dumps it in. Keller forcing a turnover. He's still on hat-trick watch, Chris Keller, and he'll get it back and shoot, but it got blocked by the captain, Parker. Leach Wilson's dump in was gloved down by Cohen. And it's back with Cohen. Cohen behind the back pass, they score! What a beauty that was for Capri. And now it's 7-4. This one's not over yet, folks. 3:36 to go. Cohen just sticking with that one behind the back pass. 7-4 now. LaChase and Capri. Goes into the Quinnipiac zone, just poked ahead by Goodman. McGregor lost the handle of it. Delayed offside now. Trabb blocks that pass. Continuing to drive north, though, was Sheehan. LaChase goes over to pick up the puck. Hits Leppert. Leppert for Trabb. Went under his stick, but LaChase still driving ahead. Leppert keeps it in. For LaChase, down low to Bridgewood in front, to the backhand. He's denied. McGregor keeps it in. Shot was off target. Off the glass and out. 3-on-1 rush for Quinnipiac. It's Cohen. Drops it back. Across. Unable to handle it was Capri. For Cohen again into the slot. Bridgewood blocks it with the skates, but Capri still battling. Net comes off. No change for the Rams with 2:33 to go. Quinnipiac still trying to battle back, looking for 3 goals to tie it. They've got 2 unanswered here in this third period. It's the Brave who are possessing the puck. That shot's blocked. Trabb in the way. Back to the slot. Leppert will collect, move it ahead to Trabb. Trabb trying to go across to Bridgewood. Turnover forced. Back in. Opening up the hips. No shot there for Odell. Keep an eye on the netminder Lutman. We'll see if he ends up leaving the net for an extra skater at all with Quinnipiac down by 3. It's Crodell one-on-one. Crodell takes it around, looking for the wraparound try. He scores! Crodell tucks it home. And it's 8-4 now. Rams get another one back. Great speed from Crodell and the poise to wrap it around the net. Noticing the netminder Lutman was off his post. Crodell scored the first of the night, and now he's got the 8th. And he's going to swat the puck right off the faceoff into the Quinnipiac bench. Capri jumps it off the faceoff into the zone for Quinnipiac. And Alessi on a stick lift doesn't allow Sheehan to take the puck. Duffy looking middle. The pass was blocked by Parker. He's able to get it back ahead for Cohen. Cohen over the line. Gretzky curls back. Moves it to Capri. Capri's pass blocked. Kravitz tightly defending Sheehan. Sheehan from his knees is able to go skate to stick. And a beautiful centering pass to the point. Save made Barron. And a second save by Andrew Barron. Alessi just trying to hammer it out of the zone. He will take the icing here. Controlled, and the shot goes over the head of Barron from Capri. It's held in. Final minute of play here. Cohen trying to walk it off the boards. Was unsuccessful in his attempt. Now it's Sheehan. His shot's blocked by Alessi, and he wore that one. Alessi shaking that off as Duffy driving in. Put the puck a little bit too far in front of himself. And the Brave are back out. Tommy Smith dumps it in. 30 seconds left. Drop back to Parker. Parker skating it. We'll move it to the outside for Capri. Poked away from him. Capri gets it back, though, with a chance. Trying to slide it back door. Toe save by Barron. Duffy takes it, moves it ahead to Del Grosso with 5 to go. Rodriguez is driving. Del Grosso for Rodriguez. Can't get his stick on it. And Del Grosso recollects possession. Time will expire. An 8-4 victory for the Farmingdale Rams over Quinnipiac. Farmingdale gonna sweep the weekend. An 8-4 victory for Farmingdale here tonight. Our third period recap. 2 goals from the Braves, just 1 for the Rams in this one. To close out the contest. You see the pass here on that 2-on-1. And then we come back late in the third here. Cohen with the behind the back pass, and Capri was able to tap it in. And then Crodell getting his second of the night. Driving wide and taking it around, all the way around town and wrapping it home. 8-4 the final score. The Rams picking up the victory over the Quinnipiac Brave. Andrew Barron picking up another victory here tonight. Farmingdale improving their record against M2 teams. Just 1 loss on the season facing M2 competition for the Rams. They'll be back at it next weekend against Rutgers and RPI. So it's their final home game of the first semester. Not back here for a matchup at Northwell until January 23rd. It'll be a 3-game set between the Rams and the Florida Atlantic University Owls. So if you're still here with us, we have a post-game interview coming up here as the Rams celebrate this 8-4 win. And now we're ready to go, turning it down rinkside. Michaela Kochi standing by with Aaron Leach Wilson. Michaela, take it away.
Hi, I'm Michaela Kochi here at Northwell Health Ice Center for another Farmingdale game day. I'm here Farmingdale player Aaron Leach Wilson. So you guys are coming off of a win against Quinnipiac yesterday. Just a little bit about your mindset going into today's game.
You know, we just wanted to come out hard and just put them to the ground, not let them have a game with us. That's all.
All right, and you guys did win again tonight. Just tell me a little bit about what you're most excited for back in the locker room, or anything you want to tell me.
I mean, just being with the boys after a big one like that. Nothing else you do.
All right, thank you so much. Again, I'm Michaela Kochi here at Northwell Health Ice Center for another Farmingdale game day. Go Rams.
Thank you, Michaela. Thank you, Aaron. Big time win for Farmingdale tonight. 8-4 the final score. As a reminder, back in action, the Rams next weekend. 2 road matchups against the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and against RPI. Want to thank our entire crew here, my co-producers tonight, Sam Musnick and Gabe Takuri. On the camera, Rowan Loddick. My name's Travis Quigley. Thank you all so much for spending the night with us here on the LI Sports Network. Farmingdale 8, Quinnipiac 4. We'll be back with more Farmingdale M2 hockey in January. We'll also have coverage of that matchup of the Long Island rivalry between Stony Brook and Farmingdale in December. Until then, we'll see you next time here at the LI Sports Network. Thank you again for tuning in tonight.